Another Q&A video. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, so let's actually do this here. There's another Q&A video. This is actually on a video here. Clabe, I just wanted to do this video for you. Said, hey John, another great video. Many thanks for all your continued hard work and kindness, mate. No problem, Clabe. I really like doing what I do, and I just want to give as much information I can out there as possible to really help people out. So, just research the recently released data from the institutional traders. Insider selling has reached unprecedented levels from April through to June. Wanted to get your thoughts, as this usually precedes a major market crash. God bless. You know what, Clabe? There's so many things out there right now that are saying the market's going to crash. There's so many things out there, from the bad data out there to how much debt that these banks have got, bad debts, to the 1.5 quadrillion derivative bubble, to the big selling institutions actually selling the market, to a whole bunch of range of things happening, Japan or whatever. There's so many things out there right now that actually could send this market through the floor. And that's actually what could happen, like something could happen in the markets, or, we just don't know what's going to happen. But my thoughts are this, Clabe. The fundamentals are very clear. They look shithouse. Nothing more to say about that. Everything about the fundamentals look shithouse. We also do know that Fed and the government and stuff like that, the reason why we're at new highs in the markets is because they gave, I think it's like $30 billion to the top 24 banks, I think it was. And the top 20 banks, I think, the top banks, and the top banks started buying back billions and billions and billions of dollars of their shares. And guess what? They bought billions and billions and billions of their shares. They may have even spent all their billions of dollars that they got from the Fed to push the market to all-time new highs, as you can see on the Dow Jones and the S&P, and now it's just gone sideways. So we know the fundamentals are shit, but you've got to have the fundamentals with the technicals in place. Once you've got that, that's when you start to have a much better picture. So for example, the reason why I've been liking silver lately better than gold is because silver fundamentally is such a better investment. It's cheaper. You've got such a massive gap from where it should be to where it is right now fundamentally. And technically, it's been looking good as well too. So that's the reason why I've been looking technically to get into it. And you've probably been seeing, Clave, in some of my market updates. You're going to maybe see again as well too. Wait for that technical picture. Look at the weekly charts, look at the daily charts, look at my market updates. You'll be able to see what's happening through there. And when you start to see a very, very clear picture on the weekly charts, especially you start to combine all three time frames, the monthly chart, the weekly chart, and the daily chart. And if they all start to become very weak, in the eyes of fundamentals being shit, that's when I think we can start to see a major market crash, when we've got everything going in that one direction. So the fundamentals about the economy have been shit for a long time. And this is what so many people have been calling a crash for a long time. I actually thought we'd likely get a lot more downward movement than we have, but the Fed's propped it up. So therefore, I'm no longer a bear, I'm no longer a bull. But once we start to create those lower peaks, lower troughs, breaking past major support levels, then I think we're now on the verge of something big, massive happening out of nowhere. I don't know when that's going to happen. We may get a black swan event. We just don't know what's going to happen. But if you're looking at the institutional, major selling. Institutional sellers have reached an unprecedented level from April through to June. I would say even more and more people doing that. And you can see just from looking at the silver and gold that you've got millions and millions and millions of people now buying silver and gold, especially like big people like, big sort of a Carl Icahn and George Soros. They're buying gold as well too. So this is the thing that I want you to think about too, Clay, when you're actually trading, is to keep the technical picture in line with the fundamentals. We already know what the fundamental picture is. And that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to put on a pretty big short position on the markets, but I'm waiting for that. Yes, I may miss out on a big drop down, a black swan event that we just can't see, and it may happen. I don't know. But once the technical picture starts to set up that this is now likely to go down, or now I've got a fundamental and a technical picture coming together, and that's now likely to give me a much better probability of that trade working. So I hope this helped you out, Clay, and I'll speak to you soon. I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course, and I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.